My stop is a tall grass prairie that I've reconstructed in the western part of the county. And what we want to show people is, okay, if you're going to establish a prairie, this is how you can do it. This is what it will look like. And if you're this far east, where you get close to 40 inches and sometimes over 40 inches of annual rainfall, you got a management, otherwise it will turn into a forest. So we want to cover some of those topics and how do you maintain it as a prairie in Ohio. So how do you create a prairie? Well, first of all, what is a prairie? How do you create it? And then how do you keep it going? How do you manage it? And prairies are pretty easy. Once they're established, they pretty much take care of themselves. But there are some management techniques that you've got to apply or should apply if you want to maintain them long term. The nice thing about prairies is they really increase biodiversity, from the butterflies, the birds, up to the mammals. If you ask, well, what's important about increasing biodiversity? Just think what a boring world it would be if there was only one species of butterfly and one species of bird. And here you're having a chance to really increase diversity. There's something going on all the time in the prairie. So not only are you doing something good for the soil in terms of, sequestering carbon and nitrogen, but you're also doing a lot of things in terms of creating this habitat that makes the property more exciting. Lots of neat things to see. So it's been a kind of a fun thing, and people don't realize prairie is native to Ohio. And there was anywhere from 1,000 to maybe even 2,000 square miles of tall grass prairie in Ohio at the time of earliest settlement, based on the meets and bounds descriptions of the earliest land surveyors. So what we've done is tried to replicate what one of those Ohio prairies would look like. Most of the original prairie has been destroyed, but there are remnants all across the state where prairies at one time were very much in existence. By coming to see my prairie, one will get an idea of what a tall grass prairie in Ohio would look like, even though it's not an exact replica. It's pretty close. So it's as close as you're going to get. So you get a feel for what some of the early settlers in the state saw. I want people to have a good time, and I want to make sure people realize that they can come back anytime. And that's one of the things I've done with my property. It's something I want to share with the public. It's fun. I enjoy it immensely because I live there, and I like to be able to share that with other people as well. And better yet, if they want to try it on their own property, I'm more than willing to help them do that because it's kind of a fun thing to share with people.